Yeah, like those chips, dip, guacs, wings. We all have likely had that every year for the Super Bowl. So I stopped by the Purveyor in the East Village where the folks there showed us something a little different for the game this year.
Yes, we're a bit of a variety store here. We have our wine bar, as you can see behind us. We have a lot of different local wine varieties on tap. And then that leads to pairing with other goodies we have, as you see here, through our deli case. We are very heavy on charcuterie, making charcuterie boards for folks to enjoy here in store or to take home with them. We can either arrange it for you in store or send you the items for you to put together yourself. The biggest thing to remember when you're putting one together is don't be afraid of anything on that end. Pick what you like and just kind of go for it. I will kind of choose things based on the quantity of folks we have. Today we have 3 different meats, 4 different cheese options, some different side or accoutrement items on here. Some of the classics that we have over here, this is going to be a little La Quercia prosciutto here locally. As you can see, it's just a very beautiful, super thin sliced meat. And this is going to be kind of one of the show meats of the piece. The prosciutto is the thing that a lot of people really get excited for on here. You can do it in a variety of ways, but with a meat of this quality, we really just like to lay it on the board, kind of let it show itself off.
Okay. I like how he doesn't a charcuterie board doesn't have to be so perfect.
No, that's the thing. A lot of people, I think, will get caught up in perfect placement or amount of items, and it's really just a fun thing. It's not supposed to be this intimidating. What are these meats and cheeses? It's get them on there and let them kind of talk to you themselves.
So once you put a meat down, like a prosciutto, do you add some cheese to it, or? Yeah,
so I like to alternate things generally to where I'll have a little prosciutto here. The next thing I would lay down, I'll go with a little bit of our 6-month manchego.
It's such an art, and if it looks pretty, it's that much more enticing.
Well, as you know, we all do eat with our eyes first, as the old saying goes. And then as I go, I will generally kind of just do alternate meats and cheeses. Here we have a little local capicola.
This is really my first time ever doing this. I've eaten a lot of them. I've never made one.
You're already a pro.
There we go.
The next will be a little Gruyere here, and this is going to be even simpler to where I'm almost just going to lay things down.
That looks great.
To give you some elevation too, one of the things is to try and keep stuff from just being so flat on the board here, to where if we can get a little verticality with some things, that just adds a little more show to it. We're going to do a little of our calabrese soppressata here, so just a round, essentially salami piece of meat, and we're going to make a rosette out of it.
Now, convince me, why is this a good option for like a Super Bowl party? A Super Bowl party versus something more traditional like wings and chips and dip?
Well, wings, chips, and dip, you've had it, and they all create a mess. To where this is something that gives you a little bit of a fresher feel on things. We're not covering it up. It's more you can add your own sides to it. The big thing is the customizability, giving people options on that end. We're doing a little bit of a heartier style for the winter here with the Super Bowl timing on that end. A little meats and cheeses, kind of the stick to your bones variety on things.
Oh, wow.
And then our finished product there gives us a fancy little rosette.
It's crazy to see that done in real life. I've always seen it on social media.
So now we're looking for something different on the cheese side of things, and one of the great options you can always go with is a triple cream brie cheese. Then we have Maytag's Farm Reserve blue cheese here, and this takes blue cheese to a whole new level. And so I've got some dried apricots, some lightly candied pecans, some of our house pickled red onions, and then we have our house marinated Greek olives. And I'm just going to line them up as a bit of a barrier between these pickled goods, with room for these dried apricots to go next to the Maytag Farm Reserve here. We make the best pork. We sell all of the pork in the country here. We might as well be using that quality product. We have plenty of dairy farms here making amazing cheeses. We can go ahead and use those items. We have access to these really fantastic things. And at the end of the day, this is as easy as getting wings ready or doing any other variety of items, that you might as well have access to something unique and to be able to change things up.
That made me very hungry.
Yeah, so that's Drew. He's the GM at the Purveyor, and it was just incredible to kind of see how he breaks this all down. And
really cool.
yeah, and so it's Friday, the Super Bowl's on Sunday. It's still not too late, so if you want to go there to pick some things that you make one yourself at home, or have them do it for you to pick up, it's not too late. You can stop by the Purveyor. They're like in the same building as Ray Gun.
Oh,
just,
nice.
just a door over.
Okay.
I actually feel my stomach grumbling right now because I'm thinking about it. So Chanu brought a little bit back for us the other day, and let me tell you, those Gruyere sticks, I ate like 4 of them in one sitting, and I was like, these are so good. And I love this because I always see charcuterie boards, and I'm very intimidated by the thought of making them because they're so beautiful, and I'm worried I'm just going to do it wrong.
Yeah, and he made a good point. He said it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
That's kind of the nice part. He called it adult Lunchables. I feel like that's kind of what it is.
I love that.